action. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to create an object that will represent a starship in JavaScript. The first thing you want to do to create an object in JavaScript is to create a function, the same way you create any other function. So right here I created a function called starship, and obviously you can name it anything you want. Inside this object is going to be all the things that this starship is going to have. Okay, this is going to be our blueprint, and it's also going to be based upon how we're going to create other objects based upon this blueprint, or another name for blueprint you can think of it as a prototype, which is a keyword you want to remember later on. So in this starship, we want to have the starship's name, the captain of the starship, and the top warp speed. This refers to starship. You could have easily written starship dot the ship name, starship dot the captain, starship dot top warp speed, but it's convention to say this. This refers to that. This refers to starship. Okay, so that's our blueprint for our object which we made here. Now, the way object-oriented programming works is that the only way you can change things or properties inside of an object is through the use of methods. These are generally called getter and setter methods. So to change anything inside our starship, we have to use methods. All right? So these are called getter and setter methods. To change the ship, or anything inside here, we create a method to change it. So we want to refer to the starship, because the code will not know what we're referring to. So we type in starship, our object, and we go prototype. Hence again, the blueprint idea and the prototype idea. And we're going to do a period, starship period, prototype period, then we're going to go set the ship name equals function again. Now set the ship name, you can name it anything you like this part of it. Set the ship name can be named anything, but it's convention to call it set. So when you look at this method, you know exactly what it does. It sets the ship name. And what it does, it sets this up here. It sets this text up here. It doesn't set this. It does not set this. The only thing that this method does is set this here in this object. And this object is referred to as that. All right? And how that's done is through the function. The user will type in whatever the name he wants for the ship in this method, in this function. And this, once again, refers to this, the ship name. All this is this again, right here. It's the same thing. This, the ship name, this here. It all relates to the object, starship. And it takes whatever the user typed in, right here, and puts it into there. Okay. Now to get set, this sets that. To get it back, to print it back to the screen, you call the getter method. And once again, refer to what object are you having, because you can have many other objects. Once again, the keyword prototype, and you can name this anything you like, right? But it's convention to, when you see get, you say, oh, okay, I know what this code does. This code gets this part of the object for me, and return this, the ship.name. It's the same thing. This, the ship name. This, the ship name. I've color coded it for you so you could see the pattern. Okay, same thing, function. Now, you notice that this function, the user will type in something. This function is empty. I mean, this argument is empty. So the user doesn't type in anything. The only thing this function does, or this method does, is return this up here from the Starship object. And that is the basis of object-oriented programming. So let's go ahead and see this in Komodo Edit. I've already typed in everything you saw from the previous page. The default is no name, no captain, and top warp speed is 0. Once again, to change no name, no captain, or 0, you want to use this method. And the user types in whatever. We're just going to change this to ship.name. We're just going to change this one. We're going to leave these the same. And to return it, just this method returns it, this getter. Okay? So how do we do that? Well, what we do is we go and we use our, let's make our new ship. So now make a ship from the object. Okay, so we do variable, like always. Let's constitution, STITUT, constitution class equals new what? New starship, right there, new starship. Okay, there, that's all you need. And now Constitution class has everything. All of this stuff is now, Constitution class has all this. It has all these methods and all of these properties and all of these variables. Everything that is inside Starship is now inside Constitution class. Okay, so let's use our new Constitution class. So let's just say change the defaults. Okay, so let's go Constitution class right there. It already recognized what it is. Dot set the ship name. Okay, set the ship name, and we know that the ship name takes in two variables. I mean, an argument, because set the ship name right here. This is what that refers to. So we go down here and let's name it Enterprise. Enterprise. Okay, let's make sure let's say NCC 1701D. Okay, and we know it's a string because up here it's a string. See here, the ship name string all relates to this string. Okay, and that's it for that. Now if we save it and refresh, nothing's going to happen. Let's go to our browser here. Okay, it's our browser. Refresh. Nothing's going to happen because we didn't tell it to print it out to the screen. Now to print it out to the screen, we want to use our print to screen. We want to use our setter method. We use our setter method, but now we need to use our getter method, which just returns the ship.name. So we do document.write, and we go Constitution class, referring to the variable we just made, dot get the ship name. Empty arguments, Close that off. And that should print to the screen Enterprise NCC 171D. Let's save it. Go to our... There you go. That's how you do it. And once again, thank you for watching my videos. Bye-bye.